also a story about partying, thieving, and trickery.
And about responsibility and honor.
Long live King Henry, fourth of that name.
Long live King Henry!
When the story begins, King Henry IV of England has just become king. His oldest son, Prince Henry, is heir to the throne, but Prince Henry is a big disappointment to his father. Also known as Hal, all he wants to do is hang in the taverns and party.
But the king has other problems too. He was banished by King Richard II for a crime he didn't commit, and became king by killing King Richard and seizing the crown. His son Hal grew up without a father. And now, civil war is raging, with rebels in Wales and Scotland fighting the king's forces to oust him from the throne he seized. For the last year, the king has wanted to lead a holy crusade to Jerusalem in order to honor God and find forgiveness for his sins.
I'll make a voyage to the Holy Land to wash this blood off my guilty hand. Who said? It is I, Sir Walter Blunt. Good sir, Walter Blunt. So shaken as we are, so on with care. We must find remedy for these many ills. No more shall trenching war challenge our liberty. And civil butchery be no more opposed against acquaintance, kindred, and ally. The edge of war, like an ill sheep knife, no more shall cut his man. Therefore, friend, as far as to the land of Christ Jerusalem, forthwith the power of English shall we go to chase these pagans in those holy fields over whose acres walk those blessed people, which 1,400 years ago were nailed for our lands on the bitter cross.
My liege, but yesterday there came a post from Wales, loaded with heavy news, whose was that noble mortar, leading the men of henceforth Zion to fight against the irregular and wild Glendower, was by the rude hand of that Welshman taken 1,000 of his people butchered, on whose dead corpses there was much dispute.
It seems then that the tidings of this broil break up our business for the Holy Land.
Yet, there is still yet more unwelcome news come from the north. The gallant Hotspur there, and the warlike Douglas, that valiant Scot, who did fight a sad and bloody hour, uncertain is the issue either way.
Here comes my youngest son, Prince John.
Yes, my lord, I bring you smooth and welcome news. The Earl of Douglas is defeated by Hotspur. 10,000 bold Scots, 22 knights. Hotspur is vanquished and took prisoner.
And is not this an honorable spoil? A gallant prize? He is an honorable and most gracious youth, my lord. Yeah, you make me sad and make me envy that my Lord of Dublin should be the father of so blessed a son who is the theme of honest tongue. While riot and dishonor stain the brow of my son. Harry,
As I said before, he is an honorable and most gracious youth, my lord.
a while we must break our journey to Jerusalem. On Wednesday next, our council we will hold for more is to be said and to be done.
Your will, my liege.
Another.
Nearby, Prince Henry and his fat old friend, John Falstaff, are drinking at the Boarhead Tavern. With them are Baldwin and Floyd's poor party.
Now how? Here he comes. Comes the prince. Hal, my boy. What time of day is it there?
You are so fat-witted, we're drinking a whole sack. And I'm lunching after supper and sleeping on a bench this afternoon. That you know nothing. What the devil you have to do with the time of day?
We the sick persons go by the moon of the 7 stars. And I pray, sweet friend, when you are king, let not us that are squires of the night be called thieves of the day. And let men say, we be men of good government, being governed as the sea by our noble and chaste mistress, the moon, under whose countenance we steal.
You say well, you hold true. For the fortunes of the moon's man does ebb and flow like the sea. For proof now, a purse of gold most resolutely snatched on a Monday night, and most dissolutely spent on a Tuesday morning, is now in as low as an ebb as the foot of the ladder, and by figures as high as ridge of the gallows.
You are the most rascally, sweet young prince. You have done much harm upon me, Hal. God forgive you for it. Before I knew you, Hal, I knew nothing. And now am I little better than one of the wicked. I must give over this life, and I will give it over. By the Lord, if I do not, I am a villain.
Sir, where shall we take a person tonight?
Oh, yes. Zounds, where you wilt. I'll be there. Pito, now, shall we know if we have found a mark?
Well, my lad, tomorrow morning by 4 o'clock earlier, Gatship, there are pilgrims going to Canterbury at verses. We can do it secure as sleep. If you wish, go stop your verses full ground. If you will not, carry it home and be hanged.
Canterbury pilgrims, If I tarry at home, I go not. I'll hang you for going. Hal, will you be one?
Who I rob? I, a thief? Not I.
There's neither honesty, manhood, nor good fellowship in you if you dare not.
Well, once in my days, I'll be a madcap.
Oh, excuse me, I must turn over a new leaf. Why, that's well said.
I'll stay at home.
Sir John, I pray you leave the prince and me alone. I will lay down such reasons for this adventure that he may go.
Well, God give you the spirit of persuasion and him the ears of profiting, that the true prince may prove a false thief. Farewell to you. You'll find me at the East Cheap Pub.
Bye, Felicia. I'll make you some sandwiches.
Come now, my sweet honey lord, and ride with us tomorrow. I have a jest to execute I cannot manage alone. Falstaff, Bardolph, and Pender will rob those men. Yourself and I, we will not be there. But when they have the loot, hey, if we do not rob them, cut this head off from my shoulders. For the beauty of this jest will be the incomprehensible lies this same fat rogue will tell us when we meet again at supper.
Well, I'll go with you. Farewell. Farewell. Woo! I will uphold this unyoked humor. Yes, soon now will I imitate the sun, who does permit the base contagious cloud to smother up his beauty from the world, that when he please again to be himself, being wanted, he may be more wondered at. So when this loose behavior I throw off, by how much better than my word I am, by so much shall falsify man's hopes, and like bright metal on solid ground, my reformation glittering o'er my fault, shall show more goodly and attract more eyes. Hello. I'll so offend to make offense a skill. Redeeming time when men think least, I will.
Oh, my sword. Freaking king.
Hotspur,
What's up?
you betrayed one of my patience.
Yep.
I will not endure these indignities.
My lord, those prisoners in your highness's name demanded, which the young Harry Percy here in battle took, for as he says, not with such strength denied, as is reported to your majesty.
My liege, I did deny no prisoners, but I remember when the fight was done, when I was tried with rage and extreme toil, breathless and faint, leaning upon my freaking sword. Came there were certain lords, neat and trimly dressed. He was perfumed. Like a freaking milliner. Twist his fingers in his thumb, he held a snuff box, whichever in the nine. Gave his nose and took it away again. And as the soldiers bore dead bodies by, he called them untaught names unmannerly. To bring a slovenly, unhandsome corpse, be twisted into his nobility, he questioned me. Amongst the rest demanded, I then my prisoners, your majesty's behalf. I then, all smarty with my wounds being cold. Oh my God. To see him shine so brisk, smell so sweet, and talk so like a waiting bitch.
The circumstance considered good, my lord. Whatever Lord Harry Prince had said then to such a person and in such a place may reasonably die and never rise. Ah, gotcha. See that? Reasonably die and never rise. To do him wrong or in any way impeach what he said then, he no longer says.
Why yet? He doth deny his privilege, but with proviso and exception that we, at our own charge, shall ransom straight his brother-in-law, the foolish Mortimer, who on my soul has willfully betrayed the lives of those he did lead to fight. Shall our coffers then be emptied to redeem a traitor home? No. On the barren mountain, that stone.
Mortimer a traitor? Oh, let's not him be slandered with revolt.
Let me not hear you speak with one. Send me your prisoner with the speediest means. Send your prisoner, or you will kill him.
And if the devil came and roared for them, I would not send them. I will have to straight tell him so. Who is this old guy telling me what to do? You know who I am?
What, drunk with anger? Stay in pause a while.
Speak of Mortimer. Sounds I will speak of him and join with him. He trembled even at the name of Mortimer.
I cannot blame you. Mortimer was proclaimed by the dead King Richard as the next of blood.
Wait a minute. Can you say that one more time? I just want to make sure that I understand that right. You say that again? By dead King Richard? Wait. Did King Richard then proclaim my brother-in-law Mortimer heir to the crown?
He did. Myself did hear it.
Ah, by heaven, methinks it were an easy leap to see. To pluck bright honor from the pale-faced moon, or dive into the bottom of the deep, pluck up honor drowned by the locks.
Good cousin, give me audience for a while.
I cry you mercy.
Those same noble Scots that are your prisoners?
I'll keep them by this hand. Well, maybe this one. But I'll keep them all. I'll keep them by one of these hands here. Probably this one.
You lend no ear unto my purposes. Those prisoners you shall keep.
Nay, I will, but that's flat. He said he would not ransom Mortimer, forbade my tongue to speak of Mortimer. But I will find where he lies asleep, and in his ear I will holler Mortimer!
Farewell, kinsman. I'll talk to you when you are better tempered to attend.
I am done in faith.
Then once more to your Scottish prisoners. Deliver them without the ransom strait, and make the Douglas now your trusted friend.
Ah, and then the power of Scotland and of York to join with Mortimer and with us?
Indeed.
Ah, in faith, it is exceedingly well aimed. Uncle Adu, oh, let the hours be short, till fields and groans and blows applaud our sport.
A dark road at night, near Gad's Hill.
Come, my friends, I remove false doubtfuls. Stand close.
Peace, you fat kidney rascal!
Where's Points? How?
He walked up top of the hill. I'll go seek him.
That rascal has removed my horse and tied him I know not where. If I travel but 4 foot further afoot, I shall break my wind. Point! Hal, a plague upon you both. Bordolph! Pito! I'll starve before I'll rob a foot further. 8 yards of uneven ground is like 10 miles to me, and the stony-hearted village know it well enough. A plague upon it when thieves cannot be true to one another. Give me my horse, you rogues, and be hanged.
Peace, you fat guts. And lay your ears close to the ground and listen. Listen. If you could hear the tread of travelers.
If you have any levers to lift me up again, be down. Go hang yourself.
Stand, you rogue.
So I do, against my will.
There's money of the king's coming down the road. Going to the king's treasure.
Oh, you lie, rogue. It's going to the king's tavern.
Sire, there's enough there to make us all rich.
How many be there of them?
Oh, some 8 or 10.
Zounds, will they not rob us?
What the cowards, Sir John Punt?
Oh,
Come now, neighbors. We'll rest a while. We'll rest a while to ease our legs.
stand!
Help me, help me.
Strike! Cut the villain's throats! Where horse-son caterpillars, you bacon-fed knaves! Fleece them!
No, not yet. No.
Come, my masters, let us share. Oh, yes.
Now, if you and I rob thieves,
Before day, the prince and Point are 2 errant cowards. There's no more valor in Point than in a wild tongue.
your money, villain!
Oh my God.
Got with much ease. Away, good man. Foul staff, sweats to death, foul staff, sweats to death. Were it not for laughing, I pity him.
Oh, how the rogue roared.
Whew. It's hot. Let us go.
Later that night, back at the tavern.
Shall we be married?
As merry as crickets, my lad. Welcome, Jack. Where have you been?
A plague on all cowards! I say, an adventure's due. Mary and Ahmed, give me a cup of sack, boy. There's no virtue extant. There live not 3 good men unhanged in England, and one of them is fat, yeah, and grows old. God help the while. The bad world, I say. A plague on all cowards, I say still.
How now, wool sack? What mothers you?
A king's son. If I do not beat you out of your kingdom and drive all your subjects before you like a flock of wild geese, I'll never wear hair on my face more.
Why, you whoresome brown man. What's the matter?
Are you not a coward? Answer me that. And Points there?
Zounds, you fat paunch. If you call me a coward, by the Lord, I'll stab you.
I call you a coward. I'll see you damned before I call you a coward, but I would give £1,000 if I could run as fast as you can. Call you that backing of your friends a plague on such backing. Give me them that will face me. Give me a cup of sack, and I have a rope, if not drunk today.
Oh, villain, your lips are scarce. Wipe since you drunk last.
A plague on all cowards, I say.
What's the matter?
What's the matter? There are 3 of us here. I've taken £1,000 this day, this morning.
Where is it, Jack? Where is it?
Where is it? Taken from us 100 upon all 3 of us.
What? 100 men?
If I were not at sword with a dozen of them, 2 hours altogether, I am a herring. I have escaped by miracle. I was 8 times thrust through, and my sword hacked like a handsaw. I never fought better since I was a man. Plague on all you cowards.
Speak, sirs. How was it?
As we were counting the loot, some 8 or 10 or some dozen,
16 at least.
at least 16, freshmen set upon us.
What? Fought you with them all?
All I know is not what you call them all, but if I fought not with 50 of them, I am a bunch of radish.
Pray God you not murder someone?
Well, now that's past praying. I have peppered 2 of them. 2 I have paid, I'm sure of that. 2 of the rogues in buckram suits. I tell you what, Hal, if I tell you a lie, spit in my face, call me a jackass. 4 rogues in buckram drive at me.
What, 4? But you said 2 just now.
Well, 4, Hal. I told you 4.
Aye, we sent 4.
There, the 4 came in front and thrust at me. I made me no more ado, but took all their 7 points thus.
7? Why there were but 4 even now?
In buckram,
And there's 4 men in buckram suits.
7, or I am a villain.
Oh, monsters 11 buckram men grown out of 2.
These lies are like the fathers that tell them.
Do you hear me, Hal? These 9 in buckram, when I told you, they began to give ground. But I followed close, and 7 of the 11 I paid. Is not that the truth?
I no longer be guilty of this sin. This bare-faced coward, this bed-presser, this horseback breaker, this huge yellow flash.
You starveling, you bull's pizzle, you stockfish, oh, for breath to utter what is like you, you yardstick, you twig, you little, vile little...
Well, breathe a while, then do it again. And when you have tired yourself, fat boy, hear me speak.
Mock Jack.
We 2 saw you 3 set on 2 and robbed them. Then did we 2 set on you 3 without first face you from your prize and have it, and can show it to you. Yeah, and Falstaff. You carried away your guts as nimbly and roared for mercy and ran and roared as I ever heard a bull cap. What trick, what reason, what fantasy can you not find to spare you from this open, apparent shame?
What say you, Jack?
By the Lord, I knew you as well as he that made you. Why, hear you, my master. Was it for me to kill the heir apparent? Should I turn upon the true prince? Oh, you know I am as valiant as Hercules, but beware of instinct. A lion will not touch the true prince. It's instinct, a great matter. I was a coward on instinct. But by the Lord, lads, I am glad you have the money.
I ran when I saw the others.
I'd love to hear his monstrous story.
Shall I give him his answer?
Do, Jack.
I'll send him packing.
Now.
Ah,
Suz, Pito, Peto, Berdolph, Rudolph, whatever your name is, you are lions too. You ran away upon instinct. You will not touch the true prince.
Here comes Lean Jack. Here comes Barebone.
How long ago is Jack since you last saw your knee?
what? There's villainous news abroad.
Oh,
Here was Sir Walter Blood from your father. You must have court this morning that same mad fellow of the north, Glendower, and his son-in-law, Mortimer, the old Northumberland, have joined with Hotspur in rebellion against your father. Are you not horribly afraid? Does not your blood thrill at it?
not a whit of it, Jack. I lack some of your instinct.
Well, you will be horribly chided tomorrow when you go home. Your father, to your father, practice and answer.
Will you stand for my father and examine me on the particulars of my life?
This chair shall be my throne, huh? Put it out there. Oh, yes. This dagger and my scepter, and this cushion shall be my crown.
Well, here is my leg.
And here's my speech. Stand aside, nobility. Harry, I do not only marvel where you spend your time, but also how you are accompanied. Although the chamomile, the more it is trodden on, the faster it grows. Yet youth, the more it is wasted, the sooner it wears. That you are my son, I am partly your mother's words, partly my own opinion, but chiefly a villainous trick of your eye and a foolish hanging of your nether lip. If then you be son to me, here lies the point. Why, being son to me, are you so pointed at? Shall the blessed Son of Heaven prove a truant and eat blackberries? A question not to be asked. Shall the Son of England prove a thief and take purses? A question to be asked. There is a thing, Harry, which you have heard of, and is known to many in our land by the name of pitch. This pitch, as ancient writers do report, doth defile. So doth the company you keep. Well, Harry, now I do not speak to you in pleasure, but in passion. Not in words only, but in woes also. And yet, there is a virtuous man whom I have often noted in your company, but I know not his name.
What manner of man, your majesty?
Well, a goodly, portly man, and a corpulent, of a cheerful look, pleasing eye, and most notable carriage. And, now I remember, his name is Falstaff. If that man should be lewdly given, he deceives me, for, Harry, I see virtue in his looks. Keep with him. The rest, banish. And tell me now, you naughty father, where have you been this month?
Do you speak like a king? You stand for me and I'll play my father.
Depose me?
Get. The complaints I hear of you are grievous.
Sounds, my lord. They are false.
You are vilely carried away from grace. There's a devil that haunts you in likeness of an old fat man. A ton of man is your companion. Why do you converse with that swollen parcels or drop seeds? With that huge bar of sap, that stuffed bag of guts, that roasted ox with the pudding in his belly? Where is he good but to taste the sack and drink it? We're in cunning, but in craft. We're in crafty, but in villainy. We're in villainy, but in all things. We're in worthy, but in nothing. Nothing.
means, your grace?
That villainous, abominable, misleader of you, that old white bearded Satan, Falstaff!
Falstaff!
You're late!
I don't.
My lord,
I attribute it to my drink.
the man I know,
I know you too.
but to say I know more harm in him than in myself, would to say more than I know. No, my good lord, banish Peter, banish Bardolph, banish Orleans. But for sweet Jack Falstaff, kind Jack Falstaff, and true Jack Falstaff, valiant Jack Falstaff, and therefore more valiant being as he is old Jack Falstaff. Banish not him, your Harry's company. Banish not him, your Harry's company. Banish Plump Jack. And name a restaurant after him, actually. And banish all the world.
Oh, that was a beautiful speech. I do, I will.
Oh.
The next day, Prince Henry goes to see his father, King Henry IV, at the palace.
I know not whether God, by you, does punish my misdeeds. Tell me else, could such an order, no desires, such barren pleasure, rude society, accompany the greatness of thy blood, and hold their level with thy princely heart?
So please it, your majesty, you may find pardon in my true submission.
God pardon you. Yet, let me wonder, Harry, your place in council, you have rudely lost, which, by your younger brother John, is supplied. All hope and expectation of you are ruined. All eyes are weary of your common sight. Save mine, which has desired to see you more.
I shall hereafter my thrice gracious Lord be more myself.
For all the world, as you are to this hour, was King Richard then, even as I was, is Hotspur now. Now does this Hotspur, this rebellion Mars, shake the peace and safety of our throne? And what say you to this? Hotspur, Northumberland, the Archbishop of York, Leslie, Kirsten, Governess, Mortimer, all calculate against us and are up in arms. But wherefore do I tell you these things? Why do I tell you of my foes, which are my nearest and dearest enemies?
Do not think so, you shall not find it so. And God forgive them that so much has swayed your majesty good thoughts away from me. I will redeem all this on Hotspur's head. And in the closing of some glorious day, be bold to tell you that I am your son. And that shall be the day, whenever it lights, that this same child of honor, renowned, this gallant Hotspur, this all-praised knight, and your unthought of Harry, chance to meet, for every honor sitting on his head, with every multitude, and on my head, my shames redoubled. For the time will come that I make that northern youth exchange his glorious deeds for my indignities. And I will call him the sole strict account that he shall render every glory up. This, in the name of God, I promise here. And I will die 100,000 deaths ere I break the smallest parcel of this vow.
100,000 rebels dying. You shall have charge and severing trust herein. How now, good blunt? Your looks are full of speed.
Tell him. Just then. Lord Mortimer of Scotland had sent word that Douglas and the English rebels met the 11th of this month at Shrewsbury. A mighty and fearful band they are.
Our hands are full of business. Let's away. Advantage leads effect while we delay.
King Henry, Prince Henry, and the English army meet the rebels on the battlefield at Shrewsbury.
How now, my lord of worship? 'Tis is not well that you and I should greet upon such terms as now we meet. You have deceived our trust. This is not well, my lord. This is not well. What say you to it?
My liege, I do protest. I've not sought this day of this life.
You have not sought it? How comes it then?
Rebellion lay in his way.
Peace.
And he found it.
Peace.
Shoot.
I must remind you, my lord, we were the first and dearest of your friends. But then you killed the king, took occasion to forget your oath to us, and seized the crown. Therefore, we stand opposed by such means as you yourself have forged against yourself.
In both our armies there are many a soul. Shall pay fully, I rejoin all in battle. Tell your nephew Hot Breath that we do join all the world in praise of him. And I think not a braver gentleman, more daring or more bold, is now alive. For my part, I may speak it to my saying. I have true and been to chivalry. I will save blood on either side. Try fortune with him in a single fight.
We love our people well. Even those we love who are misled upon your cousin's point. But will they take the offer of our grace? Both he and they and you, every man shall be my friend again, and I be his. So, tell your cousin, bring me word what he will do. But if he will not yield, rebuke, and dread correction, wait for them. Go be gone.
It will not be accepted. They are confident against the world.
Hence, therefore, every leader to his charge. For on their answer will we set on them. And God befriend us, for our cause is just.
Hal, if you see me down in the battle, come to my aid.
Say your prayers and farewell.
I would it were bedtime, Hal, and all well.
Why, you owe God a debt.
Tis not due. Yet. I would be loath to pay him before his day. Well, honor spurs me on. Yea, but how if honor spurs me off when I come on? How then? Can honor set a leg? No. An arm? No. Or take away the grief of a wound? No. Honor has no skill in surgery. Then, no. What is honor? A word. What is in that word? Honor. What is that honor? Air. A trim reckoning. Who hath it? He that died on Wednesday last. Does he feel it? No. Does he hear it? No. Honor is a mere scutcheon. And so ends my catechism.
How dare you approach the king?
I am so tired of you coloreds. It's only two of you.
There's clearly three of us. 1, 2, and 3.
Okay, well, he makes one and you two clowns make one.
Now we respect the kingdom.
You're weak.
No, my king! That's when you hit me.
This where I hit you? Oh, yeah. Yes. Next time, old man. Lucky. Woo!
I've been waiting to do this, boy.
Someone's here. You are Husky? No?
This guy.
Okay, wait. Huckleberry? No?
That sounds like a pie.
Okay, let me get a good look at you. Oh. If I mistake not, you are Harry,
Yeah.
the drunken man whore prince. That's it?
You speak as I would deny my name.
What's a shame? Leslie, who invited this guy?
Lady Percy.
Mother, woo, dare not talk about Lady Percy that way. But you know what? It matters not. Because I on the other hand, am the very handsome, debonair, suave, strong, brave, gallant Hopspurt. Hopspurt. I brush my teeth, it's okay.
Well, think not, hot breath, to share or glory me anymore. 2 stars keep not their motion in one sphere, nor can one England brook a double reign of Harry Hot Breath and Harry the handsome blue devil prince. Wake up!
Huh? What's happening? Where are we?
We're in Marin Shakespeare, baby.
Oh, Shakespeare. What is this 1922?
I think we're like in 2022, something like that.
2022?
After COVID?
After COVID, when a lot of people...
Yeah, that part.
Yes. Well, how can I say? Well, I'll just say it like this.
Oh, now we're talking.
Somebody is going to die, and it won't be me.
Yeah, I my own.
Y'all understand what what are you saying?
Les mortes iota.
Okay. I know my name is Felipe, but I don't speak Spanish.
Let's kill each other!
I get that, yes.
You are weak.
Really?
No!
Oh, baby! Ray Ray just upgraded. ¿Listos? Or no?
You mother!
Oh, wait. We're in the house of God.
Right about that. Well, it's going to make it a lot harder to kill you.
Let's fight.
Yeah. Look at him, crying like a girly man.
Almost lost my cool.
Who is this guy?
Listos.
Please.
Now who's the girl?
Woo. That was a close one. Be like this guy. Woo. All right. That was nice. Yeah. Haha. Yes. Ouch. Oh, I am getting too old for this. Okay, where are you? Surprise! Harry. You suck. You have robbed me of my youth. But I'd rather have the loss of brittle life than to lose the honor you have won of me. But thus the slave of life, in lifetimes full, no, I am dust and food for...
For worms, brave Hotspur. Fare you well, great heart. Fare you well and take your praise with you to heaven. What the holy Quentin? It's been a long day without you, my friend. And I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. Oh! What the holy Quentin's right here still. Could not all this flesh keep it a little life? Poor Jack. Fare you well. I could have better spared a better man. And bowed I see you by and by. Till then, in blood, by noble Hotspur, lie.
Emboweled? If you emboweled me today, I'll give you leave to salt me and eat me too tomorrow. My God, it's time to counterfeit. Oh, or that hot Scot had paid me Scot and lot too. Counterfeit. I lie. I am no counterfeit. Better part of valor is discretion. In which part I have saved my life. Zounds, I'm afraid this gunpowder Hotspur, though he be dead, what if he should? He should counterfeit too, huh? And rise. I'll make him sure. And I'll swear that I killed him.
Come, Brother John.
What the... Who have we here? Did you not tell me this fat man was dead?
I did. I saw him there, breathless, bleeding on the ground. Are you alive?
That's certain. There's Hotspur. If your father will do me any honor, so. If not, let him kill the next Hotspur himself. I look to be either Earl or Duke. I can assure you.
Why, Hotspur, I killed myself and saw you dead.
Did you? Lord, how this world is given to lying. I grant you I was down and out of breath, and so was he, but we both rose and fought a long hour by the clock. If I may be believed, so. If not, let those that should reward valor bear the sin upon their own heads.
Ma, this is the strangest tale I ever heard.
This is the strangest fellow, Brother John. How goes the field? The noble Scot, Lord Douglas, when he saw the valiant Hotspur slain, with all his men, fled with the fray like cowards.
You have redeemed my lost. Rebellion in this land shall lose its way, since honorable deeds were done today. And since this business all fair is done, let us rejoice that our victory is won.
Somebody grab my dead body.
Y'all still here? The play is done. Go home. I'm so sorry. We got a part 2 coming up. So.